At the moment, so I've been playing this Dreamgazer Zoo deck a fair bit. I think I'm something like 8 games done with it now. I think I'm 7-1, maybe 6-2 in wins. It's fairly unrefined as a list, but it's a bunch of 3-ofs, so for the most part. So it's not massively complicated. The basic idea was you can replace Dreamgazer and trigger Rancour on turn 1, meaning you start the game with a 3/3, which kind of ameliorates Rancour's big downside, which is that when you play it on turn 1, it's really vulnerable to Saberspine Tiger and similar things. You also get this extra 1/1 for free, which is pretty great. Sometimes you can do things like replace Dreamgazer, it spawns diagonally forward from you. You play a 2-drop on a mono tile and then Greater Fortitude your Dreamgazer. I've done that, it was pretty good. Nice turn 1 play. Or you can just use it to play something on the center tile on turn 1, which is really nice when it's a Grow, who takes up a lot of space, as it were. So the rough list, we have Dreamgazer, Fortitude, 2 Cryptographers, 2 Grows, 3 Healing Mystic, 3 Rancour, 3 Silithar, 3 Ragebinder. Not fully sure this guy is right, but it's a solid body, provides some healing, seems good. 3 Saberspine, 3 Thrax. This card has impressed me a lot. Like a lot. Like, it makes your overload affect your entire team, which when you think about it like that sounds a lot better. So, and it's not very hard to get 2 or 3 buffs off it. So a 3/4 that also buffs your team is really strong. And it presents a threat that they have to answer. 3 Spelljammers. Improbable Lobs asks, Jammer over Spikes? Yes, because I wanted the body. I wanted to run as many creatures as I could. That might not be correct. I've been kind of missing having Tectonic Spikes. Maybe I want to play a mix, like 2 Jammers, 1 Spikes or something. Or cut something else. 2 Thumping Wave for burst and removal. 3 Lava Slasher, 3 Warbeast. So I'm not playing Flash Reincarnation, but these cards are basically too good not to play. And they provide nice little mid to late game hitting power that the deck otherwise wouldn't have. It is all about curving out, all about the early game. Like, there's very few spells. You'll notice there's no natural selection, which is a pretty rare in Magmar decks. That's how aggressive we're going. Obviously, it's quite bad with Dreamgazer anyway. There's no Earth Sphere. Healing Mystics and occasionally Ragebinders are our only healing, because we're planning on going face. Like, we plan on taking damage when Varth attacks things, and basically no other time, because we're just going to curve out and go face, face, face. That's the plan anyway. There's enough tough-ish minions here that we can survive some AoE. Like, we have Ragebinder, Grow, and Thrax, as well as Spelljammer, that don't die to Frostburn, which helps a lot. We have Cryptographer for some like persistent buffs. He also works well with Thrax. Like, you can do turn 1 Crypto, turn 2 Thrax. Extra spicy if you replace the Dreamgazer somewhere in there. I've done that as well. It was good. Yeah, you just kind of present these tempo heavy, fairly threatening cards that your opponent constantly has to respect. And then while they're busy doing that, you can wall up them in the face with Varth. Good. Things I miss. I do miss having Flash Reincarnation. I do miss Tectonic Spikes to some extent. I do miss Blood Tier Alchemist to some extent. I don't know if any of those are actually worth including. I don't think Flash is. There's so many cards that it just does nothing with. But you could, like, trimming a couple of the worst cards for Tectonic Spikes or a 3rd Cryptographer seems like a good idea. Like, I could cut a Ragebinder for a Crypto. Or one of the Grows for a Crypto, which I've considered doing. The other thing I've built that I haven't tested yet is Blue Cassava. Got some comments. Elucidator seems like a good card since it buffs the Rancour. I don't like Elucidator, and I've actually expounded at length about this before. The reason Elucidator doesn't do very much when you play it on curve is because you generally spend 4 mana and 4 damage to hit your opponent for 5 and eat a 2-drop, or vice versa. Like, if you go face, they'll trade a 2-drop with it, and if you kill a minion, they'll hit it with their face. So you've spent 4 mana to basically get 1 damage up. In a deck this aggressive, let me just go back to it. In a deck this aggressive, that might be fine. Like, I have actually thought about it. We've got Fortitudes as well. We've got Thrax for extra buffs, I guess. Thumping Wave obviously is great with. So there's some potential there. Maybe I should put in 1 just for the finisher potential. You know, it's slightly bigger than Saberspine. But 8 mana is actually quite a lot for this deck. And so far I haven't missed having Lucy's. Drogon as a finisher. I thought about that. Drogon is mostly for mid-range decks. Like, we don't get up that much power. But it probably could be good. Like, there's a lot of cards you can play in here. Not just Elucidator and Drogon, but like, you could put in Flash, you can put in Tech Spikes. Entropic Gaze could be good. Godhammer. Razor Skin. That was like the last card to get cut, I think. Like Maloki Huntress for Wombo combos. Probably not Primordial Gazer. Adamantite Claws. That's another card I would probably like to run in here, which could be quite good with Drogon. I mean, it's pretty similar to Drogon, except you can play it on turn 2. Tagete. Like, there's a lot of cards you could jam in, but at the moment I've tried to keep the curve super duper low, which thus far is working out. But maybe it's too far in that direction. I don't know. Having Bruise is nice to motivate yourself. All right, this is good. We definitely want this in the opener. So at minimum we can do Dreamgazer, Grow, and possibly Fortitude, depending on where this spawns. These guys are good for later. I kind of fancy playing a Spelljammer on curve with this hand. We can replace... I want to replace the Lava Slasher just on the off chance we get a Rancour or some other useful turn 1 minion. Ragemind is a decent 2. So I'll replace this, see where it lands. Okay, that's kind of nowhere. Cryptographer or Grow? I think we want Grow. And I guess we want it... if I put it here and my opponent takes the center tile, it can come up and attack and I can still take the middle myself. Sorry, it takes the center tile, it takes the mana tile. But if she can just go up here and avoid it. So I think I'm just going to go there. I'm quite fine with my Grow occupying the center tile, that's fine. I can mess around and do mana tile stuff. Warbeast's fine. I have a Portal Guardian list if you want. It is bad though. That sounds great. Ship it to me. Or I'll just build one. Pretty sure I have Portal Guardians. Oh, we could do like Swarm Vat with Zix and Inner Oasis. That sounds bad. Golem Vat with Portal Guardians as funny tech. Portal Guardian is not a Dervish, is it? Because Portal Guardian Third Wish sounds like a great idea. Oh god. The Dream Creep opening. That makes the Spelljammer a lot worse as well. But we have ourselves a mana tile. So I can come here and here, but I can't really make use of both. I can play like 3-drop Cryptographer Overload. That kind of might be good actually. Bring the Dreamgazer up here. Play a Crypto on top. I come here, Ragebinder, BBS. Getting those permanent buffs down early is nice. And we still have all of these cards for useful tempo plays and this to help keep us fueled. But it wouldn't surprise me if my opponent also has a Spelljammer. The other option is I can just Spelljammer Fortitude. Just make a 5/7 Spelljammer. And leave this mana tile contested by the Dreamgazer but unoccupied. So I can use it next turn to play something on 5. Don't know what. Which is better? I think the Ragebinder play might actually be better. She can't kill it on board. And even if she has a Sphere of Darkness, it still trades with the Crawler. Plus she has to care about the Grow. Do I replace any of these? I guess I could replace Warbeast. We're not casting him for a few turns. I want to draw Thrakes. Dreamgazer. Ah, I was wondering... I was wondering if there was a bug where you couldn't draw Dreamgazer again after the opening hand. I'm glad to have now confirmed that that's not the case. I wonder if the spikes the crawlers generate deal damage the turn they are created. I don't think they do. Oh, Portal Guardian's not a Dervish. That's lame. Counterplay plus. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill this person pretty quickly because we're gonna get wrecked by a massive Juggernaut or an Obliterate at some point. Fortunately, killing things quickly is kind of what this deck does. So we're a bit spread out right now, but most people don't run Breath of the Unborn. So hopefully we're going to be fine. Actually, even if she doesn't, even if she does have breath, it leaves one of these alive, while also killing the crawlers. I guess Ghost Azalea could be an issue here, but this is fine. This is very defensive. This is a Juggernaut, yeah. Right, that sucks because we're gonna have to get rid of that somehow. I guess I can just take 7. Or I can trade these guys in. I think quite possibly I just take 7. Actually, no, these are out of position. My life total does matter. She can just have another one of these. I'm going to play another Dreamgazer. And then probably Spelljammer, depending on what I draw. Yeah, we can sacrifice these. The Dreamgazer does just die to Abyssal Scar, but that also means my opponent can't use Abyssal Scar to clean up the Ragebinder efficiently. Oh sweet, we can gain life. Oh yes, we can Ragebinder and then Fortitude this Ragebinder. Peace! Ah, awesome, Duelyst. I'll have a look at that while my opponent considers their turn. Dunecaster, Ethereal Obelisk, Pax, Primus Fist, Falcius, Fireblaze, Portal Guardian, Spelljammer, First Wish, Rasha's Curse, Whisper of the Sands, Astral Phasing, yes. Inner Oasis, Blood of Air. That looks pretty sweet. I kind of want to see some Stars Fury in there. Maybe... like Cryptographer? Could be quite good. Make a bunch of dervishes. Get some third wishes going with the dervish synergy. Okay, so this board looks alright. My opponent is forced to attack this if she wants to trade in with it. And even then she still has to get rid of the egg. We are fairly vulnerable to Grasp of Agony, but not massively. Like she still has to go attack, Grasp, and then I guess ping this. So yeah, that would clear our board. Yeah, Grasp would suck here. Probably should have played around that by putting the second Ragebinder up here or something. That works too. Okay, at least we get to kill this now. I am okay with the Sojourner, I think. That's a lot of creep. Okay. So we can do Ragebinder Silithor, or we can play Spelljammer Overload. I think Jammer Overload's better. We need to start looking for Burst and working to end the game. I think I'm just going to leave this up. Like, my opponent has a ton of creep already. I just need to start going face here. Am I supposed to play around Grasp again? Yeah, I guess I can do that by putting the Spelljammer down here. The link I put in media redirects to a wrong page. Oh, really? Someone plays into Stars Fury. Crypto is actually just a worse orb evil. It's not quite worse because you can play it on the first turn. But yeah, for the most part, I think you're right. I mean, I don't know if there's much wrong with that, right? Like, Orb Weaver might be something you want in that list. I should edit this media link. Oh, wow, yeah. Well done, Discord. Sorted. Thanks, L7. What did she just do? Oh, attacked me. And drew a card. Sure thing. So she's on 12. We don't currently have lethal. If we draw War Beast, that should do it. But she can quite easily body block. And this is probably going to get traded into by the Abyssal Crawler rather than her face anyway. We do have Overload up next turn, so we can do a lot of damage. Actually, we still... War Beast plus these two is still lethal. Kaleno? Ah, crap. This is where we lose. Sure. So we can Lava Slash at the Kaleno, so it's not too bad. But I'm still sad about it. Right there. Oh, she forgot to attack. Sweet. So do I kill this so I can stay where I am and put the Lava Slasher on the Mana tile, or do I move down and go here? I think to start with, I'm going to replace something. Let's ship this guy. No, we can ship the other Spelljammer. Ooh. Is that any better? We can War Beast to kill these instead of Lava Slasher. But the Slasher might actually be better. Oh, tantalizingly close to lethal. I guess I can probably stand here, attack this, put the Lava Slasher down. No, I think I just want to go face, right? Lava Slasher this and just attack face. She can't obliterate me next turn. She can Revenant, but that won't wipe me out. Right, sweet. Lava Slash the Kaleno. BBS up, punch her in the face some more. Bring this in. Oh, I should have moved this up so the Crawler can't trade in. That's stupid. I mean, I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but still. And we have easy lethal through Spectral Rev with War Beast. Definitely punch face, move tile, slash at Kaleno, IMO, then dome him. Yeah, that seems good. How's the Dreamgazer / Rancour deck coming? That is currently on the screen. So far we're doing alright. We're about to kill this Cassiva player, hopefully. Before they can obliterate. They have what, 7 creep? Yeah. So we're doing okay on that basis. Oh, that's clean. Because she can Abyssal Scar and kill it. I'm trying to think of ways she can, like, heal herself. She could do Kaleno Void Pulse plus this. I guess she could have Kaleno double Void Pulse, which would gain 8. She would have 15. With War Beast. She still gains 1 from this. From the Kaleno. Putting her to 12. We attack and attack. Doesn't quite do it. Oh, she's got the Kaleno. Okay. As long as there aren't too many Void Pulses here. Probably still got this. Oh, she can cash that in. That's clever. Oh, she didn't. She's on 10. We don't have lethal. Damn it. So I guess we just use the War Beast to kill these. And continue applying pressure. But this sucks because now we're in risk of Obliterate. Although I guess the Obliterate doesn't actually kill us, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. If I find Greater Fortitude, is that good enough? I can't remember if you gain the 1 health from Kaleno if you're dead. Like if I hit her for 6 and then 5, do I win? To be honest, it's worth replacing just to find out. Do we try it? Let's try it for science. I'm curious. I'm pretty sure this wins the game. Awesome. And now we know.